Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am taking you guys with me to the Japanese tea garden in San Francisco, California. The awesome part is that it's located in the Golden Gate Park, which have tons of other things to do to fill up your day if you do decide to go, just like the California Academy of Science, which I definitely recommend checking out along with the tea garden. They are open every day from about 9 to 5, and we paid $13 per person as non-residents of San Francisco. Here we're walking to the restaurant. You actually hit this menu first, and then you go down the steps, and then you see the restaurant, and then they have the menu. It's pretty quick and easy. You just look at the menu and then go ahead to the counter on the right and you can put in your order. We actually got a few things. So this is the Miracle Matcha, that's the Dango, and then we got mochi ice cream. I guess they say the mochi for the matcha is to help counteract the bitterness of matcha. It's actually my first time having these two together, and I must say, as a sweet person, I did kind of need it. We also got udon noodles, which were perfectly salty to counteract the sweets. This entire thing will be a voiceover, but it'll be perfect so I can tell you about all the things I found out. This is a walking activity only, but knowing the history behind it all makes it so much more interesting. I found out that this was originally a Japanese exhibit made for a midwinter fair in San Francisco, but when it closed, the architect, Mr. Hagiwara, and hopefully I'm saying that kind of correct, and the superintendent, Mr. McLaren, agreed to leave it as a gift for future generations. Since then, Mr. Hagiwara grew the tea garden from the original 1 acre to over 5 acres and lived and housed over 120,000 other Japanese residents inside the tea garden. Walking towards the Strum Bridge, and I looked up why it was so arched, and I guess it was meant to slow people down so they could be ready to perform a tea ceremony or to let boats go by. It's so high up. My friend is going to be climbing it, and he is completely vertical doing this. I'm not even going to show you me trying to get up this thing because I'm really short and I basically like monkey climbed that thing. But now we got to the top and just relaxing and talking. Okay guys, so that was the Japanese tea garden, and now we are on the way to Haight and Ashbury. I read this street was made famous by the hippie movement in the 1960s and was the home to revolutionaries and famous singers. The reason for its eclectic styles, thrift stores, and vintage shopping is to pay homage to that time. I love the store we were about to go into. It gave me ideas for costume parties in the future. I think that would be so fun. Other than that, it's all just like lots of eateries and thrift shops. And there's even cool stones, like where they have like the birthstones and all that stuff later on during the day. But here, it's like rave apparel, or you know, whatever kind of apparel you want to call it. But that's what I would wear it for if I would. I also noticed there were lots of little bars. It definitely gives like more of a small town vibe rather than the normal bars that you'd see in San Francisco, which is pretty cool. I love this little plant store. I wish the inside of my apartment could look like this, but I don't have a green thumb. So I totally forgot to mention, but we did take a car here, and you would think that it would be really hard to find parking, but it was actually super easy. So if you guys have a car, feel free to bring it down and save money on those Ubers. This sign cracked me up. It's literally like a rack of like 2000s outfits, and I was pretty young at this time, but hey, I still remember seeing the pictures. So I actually got 2 pairs of these socks. They were $14 each, and it just made me laugh because who can relate here? But this is the end of my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed going around with me to the Japanese Tea Garden and Haight Ashbury.